Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Ana, where we share with you a lot of interesting and useful information from Benidorm town and Spain in general. Today I was supposed to go outside to film, however, Benidorm was covered in a lot of smoke. It's not smog, okay, it's smoke. It's a lot of ashes that we have all the terrace covered still right now. A lot of people were calling to the police to alert that there is some fire going on around us. However, it's not here in general in Benidorm. So if you are here, if you are afraid of this sense of smoke, it's not here. It's near Denia, but with the wind, all the ashes and all the smoke came here to Benidorm zone. It's here in Albir and Altea, you know, we can feel it, and there's a lot of ashes in the air still. Probably by midday it's gonna be gone, but by the time I'm filming it in the morning, it is here quite present. And this is the sadly the quite a big fire that already burned more than 3,000 they're called hectareas. I'm not sure how it is in English, but you know what I mean. Burned in Valdebo, which is near Denia town. Really unfortunate fire due to the storms that we have last few days. When it was clouded here, there were some storms on the northern part, and one of these storms basically hit with the lightning in there and basically caused this huge fire that is still pending to be extinguished. People were being evacuated, and it's not happening only there, it's happening in a lot of different parts in Spain, which is really sad. In general, Spain this year is first of Europe with the amount of burned forests and burned ground this year, which is not a pleasant situation. This summer, definitely, without any comparison at all, is the worst summer in the last couple of years, at least maybe 5 or 6 last years. We've never had a summer like this before, when there were so many areas burned, where so many people suffered from it, had to be evacuated with such a strong heat and humidity some of the days. It's definitely not typical to our zone, and I hope summer like this will not be here for the next decade or so, because it was really hard to stay outside, to be able to enjoy simply the summer in here, because you would think summer is to stay outside, summer is to enjoy parks, the beach, you know, theme parks, to go somewhere, travel, see things, walk around. But no, this summer we mostly stayed on the inside with the air conditioning. Sad but true situation. In general, the situation here in the country, it's quite good. You know, people are traveling a lot. There's a lot of movement on the highways and speedways here in Spain. A lot of cars. So if you are traveling with a rented car, be really careful. We went to Alicante the other day, and we basically have seen at least 4 or 5 accidents directly in front of our car. People just crashing to the back to the other car because they did not maintain the distancing, or because they were checking like a phone, GPS, something, you know, and the other one just stopped randomly. So there's a lot of car accidents in here. Apart from that, tourism is doing really well. You know, we've had a lot of negative news about this, but even with these negative news, people are traveling. Benidorm is full. Altea, Albir, all Valencian community, the Balearic Islands, Canarian Islands, even northern parts of Spain are quite busy looking right now. There are still a lot of British tourists coming, as nothing has ever happened, from Portugal, from France, northern countries like Norway, for example, Netherlands, Belgium. A lot of people are choosing our area for their summer holidays in August. However, we do see that slightly less British are coming right now because they have their bookings starting from September. A lot of people don't like this extreme heat, and they choose other months to enjoy our lovely area than right now, when we basically hit almost 40 degrees these last couple of days. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is something that I've been telling to you for a while. I did quite a few videos on this theme about what to be careful on when you're coming to Benidorm. I might do a separate video for it, refreshing the memory and just giving you some more examples. However, I do want to say that right now it's really dangerous. You need to be really cautious about what you bring with you, about how you act, where you go, what you do, just in case, because there are a lot of thieves. A lot is not even a single word. A lot is just like this comparing to what we actually have. The worst place right now to go on holidays in a sense of robberies, that someone got robbed or their things basically stolen, is Barcelona. Barcelona is a lovely town. I've visited it a couple of times in my life already. And I like it. I love the architecture. I love so many things that you can see there. But one thing I hate about it, absolutely, 100%, is that your things might get stolen just like this. It's the truth, you know. Usually it's not a secret for people who visit it frequently, or for people who live there, or for national tourists, you know. We're really well informed about that. But the thing is that in Barcelona, throughout the whole year, there are a lot of thieves like working there non-stop, especially in metro stations. You need to be really careful if you use metro with your bag. Don't forget to put in your bag on your back. Put it here in front, or if you have a like a normal bag, you know, for ladies, put it right here in front as well, or keep it in your hands. Don't put your mobile phone in the back pockets or your wallet, nothing. Forget about it, because it's just basically saying, take me, steal me, you know. Don't do that, because you risk, you have a really high risk then of getting your things stolen. This is happening a lot, but right now in summer on the beach areas, it's also a thing. There was one RTVE, which is Spanish national television. They were making a basically a footage filmed on the beach the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, and they were having an interview with just a random person on the beach, saying why did they come to Barcelona, how do they like it, you know. And on the back, while that person is speaking, right here on the back, someone was stealing a bag. Can you imagine? Even in front of the cameras, they were just stealing a bag. Of course, obviously that was filmed. They brought it to the police, you know, and the person recovered their bag with all the things inside. But this stress is just unnecessary. If you go to the beach in Barcelona, don't bring any kind of bag with you. Go from the hotel directly to the beach just with a towel and with a hotel room key, you know, something. But that's it. Don't bring anything with you. No mobile phone, no money, especially cash, no cars, no nothing. And leave your documents in the hotel room, which is what we'll be talking about in a second. Because they just steal it. They see that there's no one. Even if it's just for a second you go to the water, they already are taking your things. The worst situation, as I've said, is in Barcelona. However, it's not the only one. In Madrid, there's some robberies as well. Not such a high amount, you know, as in Barcelona is, but still there is. In Valencia, in a lot of areas in Alicante, in Benidorm. There were some news also in Benidorm that a few families, British families, got their things stolen from the hotel room. And this is from one of the hotels that we have in here that is really popular for British tourists. I'm not sure if to tell it or not, but I mean, people deserve to know, right? Tourists deserve to know if it's safe or not to go there. So what the heck, I'm gonna say it. This was the Sol Pelícanos, which is of hotel chain Meliá. However, it's not Meliá like fault. Basically, this is the hotel Sol Pelícanos with these red letters, you know, that is situated right like towards the British area, near the Flash Hotel, like on that side, near Nerea Hotel as well. And this hotel is not the first time it's happening. I think it was 2 times already in there. With like a difference of just a couple of days. The rooms were open, so the door was forced. So far as I know, because I've asked it to the police department directly, I've asked what happened. They could only give some certain amount of details, obviously due to the investigation. However, what I've managed to see is that the door was forced. The people that were doing this, they got inside and they checked everything around, and they've stolen what they could have, and the safety deposit box as well, you know. The worst thing about this is that the hotel according not according to myself, okay, according to the guests, to these families, they said that the hotel was not friendly at all. They did not even give them any kind of solution. They kind of tried not to bring it to the police, you know, avoid calling the police, and they just tried to make like nothing ever happened, you know. Probably it's because they know that there are people who will talk about this, which I'm doing right now as well. However, I mean, it is what it is. You guys deserve to know which hotels are safe to go, which hotels are safe for your belongings, because I don't want you to think that all the hotels are the same. There are amazing hotels in Benidorm, which I've showed you here on the channels as well, where you've never experienced the robbery before, you know, where they don't have these kind of issues. There are really, really safe hotel rooms, so don't think that every single hotel is like this. Why is it happening in Sol Pelícanos? I don't know. Probably it's because of lack of security, probably because the thieves, they know that these doors are really, really easy to be opened and forced, probably because they know that safety deposit boxes are easy to be opened and hacked. I don't know. But the thing is that this is the hotel right now that has this bad fame of getting things stolen from the rooms, and which is why a lot of tourists are afraid to leave their belongings and try and bring them with them, especially all the money, you know, the card, the passport, everything that they have, and then they might get these things stolen easily at the beach, which is not right. I mean, all the hotel rooms should be secure. All the hotel rooms should be a fortress where you can leave your things and you would know that no one will enter to your room without you knowing it and asking for it, you know, that your things should be safe in there. If it's not the case, then sadly speaking, I'm really sorry for that hotel, but it's true. If you know it's not the case, then you should not probably be staying at one of these hotels. It is how it is. I mean, if that happened, something is not right, you know, so you need to be really, really careful. If you are not sure, as I say, the majority of the hotels here in Benidorm are safe, so you don't need to worry about it. This hotel in person, you know already what people say about it, what has happened, so you decide if you want to stay there or not. Maybe it's not a bad hotel, but if you decide to stay there, try and, I don't know, give to reception your passport so they could store it, or give like a bag or something to reception so they would store it in their safety deposit box. Do some kind of changes, you know, to make sure your things are safe. But if not, you can always choose a lot of other amazing hotels that we have here in Benidorm that are really safe, that don't have these issues, that have cameras, that are friendly and will help you to deal with any kind of issue that you might have during your stay. So it's really, really sad that the reputation of that one has just fallen quite a lot during the last couple of days. I just hope that seeing what this provoked, seeing that it was in every single news here in Spain, in very important local newspapers, in the international press as well, you know, a lot of people talk about it here. They will learn from that and make sure that this will not happen ever again, because people will just lose confidence in this place eventually. However, this is not the only things that are happening here in Benidorm. There are a lot of tricks people use to make you look at something while they are stealing your things. You know, there are a lot of tricks that they're doing to tourists as well, and this is probably will go for another full length of video here in Benidorm, which I will prepare for you this week or the beginning of next week, so that you would be informed and careful, and so that your belongings would be safe in place for the entire holidays here in Benidorm and Spain in general. And the last news is about a giant amount of celebrations that we have in here. You know that this weekend we had Castillo de la Hoya in Altea, which was amazing firework. I'm gonna put you first. And it's not the only place. Actually, in Calpe, they'll also have celebrations right now. In Villajoyosa, near Alicante as well, Elche. Like, there's a lot of places, small villages that offer traditional Spanish celebrations with music, with a lot of different entertainment for families with children and adults as well, for you to enjoy and remember Spanish traditions. And if you love to explore, this is something that you might considering on doing during your holidays here in Benidorm. If you need some more information about where we have these different celebrations, let me know here in the comments. I'm going to put you a few links where you can find all the information in English, all the timetables, how to get there, what is going to be happening during these days, you know, so that you would be fully informed. Also, there was one person who asked me on Instagram, if you're looking, hi. She asked me on Instagram how to get to Fons del Algar or Guadalest area. Basically to go to these Algar waterfalls that are near Guadalest, which is a lovely, spectacular place. We will be visiting it shortly, by the way, here on the channel. So subscribe if you still did not do so not to miss anything. And this is one of the main touristic attractions, natural touristic attractions here in the zone. There is a bus number 18 that goes through the whole Mediterranean Avenue up until the Rincón de Loix, which is Ametla del Mar Avenue. Through all Rincón de Loix, it goes. The best stop at Rincón de Loix will be to take it right near the Hotel Nereo. Remember that, Hotel Nereo from Survey Group. You take this bus early in the morning. It goes only once a day, so it's important. Take it approximately at 10:05. There is a specific website for Benidorm's bus timetables. I'm going to put you a link here in the comment down below as well. And this bus starts at 9:55 at the end of Benidorm, then it goes through all Benidorm, through the Rincón de Loix, and then goes up towards the Fons del Algar, towards the waterfalls. And it will take you around 1 hour to get there, but we will be able to enjoy the nature of Spain, nature of our area, gasp around, make some pictures, enjoy the views from the bus. And this bus comes only once a day and it returns only once a day at a specific time. So ask the driver when he will be there to pick the people up so that you wouldn't miss the bus. Obviously, you can take a taxi if you want to, but it's going to be quite expensive from there because it's quite a 20-25 minutes ride approximately, depending where you need to go in Benidorm. So remember, bus number 18 goes only once a day back, and then in the evening it goes backwards to Benidorm. And there's also another bus that goes to Guadalest Old Village with a amazing, gorgeous old castle on the top and quite a few museums for you to explore. A lot of people visit it and it's definitely recommended. You can actually get some excursions for you to be picked up at your hotel, for example. I think Round Town Travel do offer these, and like some of the other guided tour agencies offer that. But if you want to go by yourself and explore, the bus number 18 might be ideal for you. And there's another one that is going directly to Guadalest. I'll put you the links here down below so you could check the timetables, and if you click on the bus stop where you will be waiting, you'll see the exact time when the bus will be passing through that bus stop. Obviously, ticket prices are slightly higher up than they are for a normal regular bus, which is €1.55, but it's definitely worth the while. And now let's talk about the weather. Right now it kind of seems it gotten way better. There's just a little bit of sense of smoke in the air and some ashes in here. Still a little bit of them in the air, but it's not as hard as it was. We couldn't even see the mountain this morning, so it is getting better. The wind probably has changed the direction, which is why we don't feel as much of it anymore. Today in Spain we will have some clouds, but they're not as strong as they were in previous days. However, by Wednesday it's going to be raining in the vast north part of Spain. You can see it here on the map. Here it might even be raining just a tiny bit, but we'll see. With high temperatures as we have right now, even if it's going to be raining, just a few drops will come out. The rest of it will just evaporate in the air and will not reach the ground probably. Starting from Friday, it's going to be sunny back again in whole Spain, with just a few tiny exceptions. The fifth wave of heat is going out. The worst part was during this weekend. Those of you who came on weekend on Saturday, let us know how you felt about it, because we've had like 40 degrees here and it was just crazy temperature. The streets were not as busy as they normally are, obviously due to extreme heat that we've had, but a lot of people were staying indoors with the reduced but still air conditioning. Only Mediterranean area right now, as you can see on the map, will have these high temperatures. The rest of Spain will have 29, 30 degrees, 27, 23, which is the perfect temperature for me. However, sadly here we won't have it, at least for now. Here we will have around 35 degrees today, the same in Alicante. In Barcelona 30, Granada 35 more or less. In Malaga we'll have also 32, Murcia 38, Balearic Islands 36 to 40. There's going to be like a part of a heat wave still pending in Balearic Islands. Canarian 25 to 29, that's like ideal weather. Valencia 31 today, and the water temperature is slightly less than it was, just 28.5 degrees. This is the water temperature officially today here in Benidorm. These were all the news. I hope you enjoyed watching them. I hope you got some useful information for you. And don't forget that this Wednesday, we're going to have a really important video about what to be cautious about when you come here to Spain for your holidays, and which are the tricks that people are implementing to steal your things, not only here in Benidorm but Barcelona and everywhere in every touristic zone here in the country. So stay with us and make sure you subscribe so that you wouldn't miss any new videos. Bye everyone.